Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Promoted Sandra. Here on my YouTube channel, I do cutting and sewing tutorials, pattern drafting, DIYs. If this is the first time you are seeing my face, thank you very much for stopping by. So in today's tutorial, I'm going to be showing you guys how to cut and sew this Bubu Caftan dress that I'm putting on. Okay, so this Bubu Caftan dress has a front pocket and it also has this black design around the front neckline and also around the sleeve area. So if you are interested in seeing how I made this beautiful Bubu Caftan dress, then keep up watching. Please don't forget to like this video, comment on it, share it, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more cutting and sewing tutorials video on this channel. So let us dive into the video. These are the materials I'm going to be using for the making of this Bubu Caftan dress. So this particular fabric is called Ankara. It is also known as Africa print. So you can make use of any color of your choice and any type of material of your choice. So I'm going to be using this green and white with a mist of red and black. So I'm also going to be using this particular fabric for the neckline design and also for the pocket and for the sleeve. So this is called Mikado. So when you want to make your short Bubu Caftan dress, I will advise you should make use of Mikado because it's going to be perfect for that neckline design. I have about 4 yards of fabric here. So I'm going to be using at least 3 yards. So as you can see, I've gone ahead to fold this into four. So the first thing I did was to go ahead and fold it into two like this. After folding it into two, I went ahead to fold it into two again. So this is going to give me 4 pieces. The reason why I went ahead to fold it into four is because I'm going to be cutting both the back and the front together. This Bubu Caftan gown has a continuation sleeve, which means that I'm not going to be cutting the sleeve separately. I'm going to be cutting the sleeve alongside with the dress. So after folding it into four, the wideness that I have here is about 21 inches. So this is going to be enough for me to cut the continuation sleeve dress. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is to go ahead and mark a straight line across my fabric like this. This line is going to be serving as the shoulder line, which is also known as the starting line. So I'm going to be taking all my measurements from this part that is closed, okay? I will be taking all my measurements from this side to this side, okay, because there's no zip at the back of this Bubu dress. So the back is going to be closed and the front is also going to be closed, okay? I will place my tape on the shoulder line. I will mark half of my shoulder measurement. So half of my shoulder measurement is 8 inches. I will mark it like this. I will place my tape on that 8 inches I just marked. From that point, I will mark how long I want my sleeve to be. I will mark 12 inches. That is how long I want my sleeve to be. So you can go ahead and take your own measurement. Then I'll place my tape on the tip here like this. I will come down by 1 inch for shoulder slope. I will place my tape on the shoulder line. I will mark how wide I want my sleeve to be. So I will just mark 11 inches. That is how wide I want the sleeve to be. So if you want yours to be 9 or 10, go ahead and mark what best suits you. So I will go ahead and use my straight ruler to mark a straight line across like this, okay? Then I will place my tape on the shoulder line. I will mark how wide I want the neckline to be. So for me, I will just go ahead and mark 2.5 inches. Then I will mark 1 inch downward like this, okay? So this is going to be for the back neckline, okay? I've not cut the front, but I'm going to be doing that later. Just pay attention. Then I will go ahead and mark the shoulder slope from the neckline to the sleeve line like this. Then I will place my tape on the shoulder line. I will mark the full length of this gown. It's a short gown. So for me, the length is 40 inches. You can go ahead and just mark where you want yours to stop on your body. So after marking it, I will come to this line here. I will just extend it, this sleeve line. I will just extend it to the front. So this is going to be serving as my chest line. I will place my tape on the chest line like this. I will divide my bust by 4. My bust is 40. 40 divided by 4 is 10. I will mark it on the chest line like this. Then I will place my tape on that point I just marked. I will add extra 3 inches to it because this is a Bubu Caftan dress. I will place my tape on the shoulder line. I will mark from the shoulder to the hip line. So from my shoulder to my hip line is 25 inches. I will just go ahead and mark a straight line across the points. So I will place my tape on the hip line. I will divide my hip by 4. My hip is 44. 44 divided by 4 is 11. I will just mark 11 inches like this. Then I will add extra 3 inches to it like this. Then I'll just go ahead and connect it from there to the chest line like this. Then I'll just go ahead and connect the armhole. There is no special method on how to do that. Just go ahead and connect it. Then I'll go ahead and measure the total measurement I have on the hip line. I will minus 2 inches from it. I will mark it on the hemline, which is the down. I'm sorry that part did not show, but just go ahead and minus 2 inches from what you have on your hip line and mark it. Then I'll go ahead and connect it from the hip to the hemline. Then after connecting it, I'll go ahead and cut it out like this. So after I'm done cutting it out, I will just go ahead and open it up like this, okay? So I'll place it together, right side facing each other. I will take it to the same machine and sew the shoulder with half inch. Then I'll go ahead and sew this other shoulder together with half inch. So I've gone ahead to sew it. After sewing it, I went ahead to iron it, and this is how it look like. The next thing I'm going to be doing is to turn the sleeve with the black fabric. So I will just go ahead and open up the sleeve like this. Then I will measure what I have here. So after I was done taking the measurement, what I have is 20 inches. So I've gone ahead to cut out these two pieces of fabric, okay? The wideness is about 2.5 inches and the length is 20 inches. So I wanted to cut out two pieces for the two sleeve. So I will go ahead and fold in half inch like this at the edge, like this. I'll just go ahead and fold in half inch. So I will iron it to the other side. Then I'll also go ahead and fold the other side with half inch. So I will do the same thing for the other one. After I was done ironing it, I will just go ahead and open up my dress like this. So this is the back part of the dress facing up. Then this is the band I'm going to be sewing to the sleeve. So this is the front part of the band facing the back part of the fabric. So I'll just go ahead and pin it down like this. In case you don't understand what I'm saying, just watch what I'm doing, you understand. After pinning it, I will just go ahead and sew through the gator line on the half inch I ironed, okay? I will do the same thing for the other sleeve. So guys, I've gone ahead to sew it. After I was done sewing it, I will just go ahead and iron it, okay? So I will just go ahead and turn it to the front side of the fabric like this. Like just go ahead and turn it to the front side of the fabric, then iron it down. So I'll just go ahead and iron it, then I will iron the other side. So once I was done ironing it, I will just go ahead and pin it down like this. So once I'm done pinning it, I will take it to the sewing machine. I will sew through the edge like this, okay? Then I will do the same thing for the other sleeve. So guys, I've gone ahead to sew it and this is how it look like. The next thing I'm going to be doing is to open it up like this. So once you open it, you're going to be seeing your neckline like this. Is going to be round, okay? So what I'm going to be doing next is to go ahead and fold it into two like this again. Just watch out how I am folding it. So I'm going to be cutting the front neckline. So what I'm going to be doing is I will just choose any part to use as the front part of the dress. I will just go ahead and iron it just to have a smoother look. The part I ironed is the part I'm going to be using for the front side of this dress. So this is the part I'm going to be cutting at, okay, from this point here. But I will just go ahead and measure it. What I have here is 2.5 inches. I will mark it. Then I'll also mark it on the middle here. Then I will mark it on the hemline as well. Then I'll go ahead and use my ruler to connect a straight line from the neckline to the hem of the dress. Then I'll go ahead and cut it out like this. I hope you guys see what I'm doing. I'll just cut it out like this. After cutting it, I'll go ahead and arrange the dress again like this because I want to shape in the dress. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and turn it to the back like this and arrange it properly. So after arranging it, I'll go ahead and pin it. So after pinning it, I will take it to the same machine. I will sew it with half inch from here down to the hem of the dress. Then I'll go ahead and also shaping this other side as well with half inch. So guys, I've gone ahead to shaping it. After shaping it, I went ahead to iron it out, okay? So this is how the dress look like. The next thing I'm going to be doing is to sew the pocket on it. So to sew the pocket, I will just first of all go ahead and cut out the pocket. So I've gone ahead to cut out two pockets for the dress. The length is about 9 inches and the wideness is 7 inches. So what I'm going to be doing is to mark 1 inch at the top like this, then I'll mark 1 inch like this. I will fold it down like this, then I will iron it. After I was done ironing it, then I'll go ahead and refold it again and iron it. Please, at this point, after ironing it, go ahead and sew it. Just go ahead and stitch it down. So for me, I did stitch it. I forgot, though I later did that. So after stitching it, go ahead and fold the side with 1/2 inch like this, okay? So I will just go ahead and fold the side in with 1/2 inch. Then I'll fold the other side in with 1/2 inch. So after folding the two side in with 1/2 inch, I will fold the down with 1/2 inch as well. So I will do the same thing for the other pockets. So after folding it, I will just go ahead and turn it to the front and press it down. I will do the same thing for the other side. So once I was done, this is how two of them look like. So I will just go ahead and open up my dress like this. I will place my tape on the shoulder. I will mark 70 inches, okay? So this is where the pocket is going to be. So I'll just go ahead and mark a straight line across like this. I want it to be visible. Then on that line I just mark, I will go ahead and mark 1 inch, okay, inward like this. So that is where the pocket is going to start from. So you see this part I iron in with 1 inch is the part that is going to be facing up. So I will just place it like this, as you can see. I will place it on that 1 inch and also on the 70 inches line I marked. Then I'll go ahead and pin it down. So when you want to pin it, please raise up the front part and pin it. Don't pin the back and the front together. So I'll pin it down, then I'll pin the side. After pinning it, I will take it to the sewing machine. I'll go ahead and sew it from this point here down to this point. Then I will do the same thing for the other side. So guys, I've gone ahead to sew it. So after sewing it, the next thing I'm going to be working on is the design around the neckline. So I'll just go ahead and fold the neckline into two like this. I will notch the middle at the back like this. So after notching the middle at the back, I will just go ahead and measure from the hem, which is from the down of the gown, down to the middle where I notch at the back like this. So what I have here is about 43.5 inches. So when I'm cutting it out on my fabric, I will cut times 2 of the measurement I just took on my black fabric. So this is the piece of fabric I cut out from the front part of Ankara, okay? So make sure you keep your old, don't throw it away. So I will go ahead and fold this Mikado fabric into two, then I will iron it. After I'm done ironing it, I will place this particular Ankara fabric on it like this. So I'll go ahead and cut it out on the black fabric. So I want to add 1/2 inch for joining allowance, okay? So guys, after I was done cutting it, I went ahead to cut out another piece and join it. So this is the joining over here so that it will be long enough for me to sew around the dress. So I will just go ahead and open it up like this. Just watch out what I'm doing. I will just go ahead and open it. Like I will fold it into two like this, okay? From the middle. So guys, let me show you how to take your round neckline measurement so that you can mark it on your front neckline design. So please pay attention to what I'm about to talk to you guys about. So when it comes to the neckline of this Bubu Caftan dress, what you're going to be doing is to go ahead and place your tape around your neckline like this. Okay, I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. Just go ahead and place it around your neckline and go ahead and determine where you want the deepness of your neckline to start showing from. So for me, I want mine to be as deep as this, okay, like this. So what I have here is 23 inches. This is how deep I want the opening around the front to be. And make sure whatever measurement you are going to be taking, it should be a measurement that can pass through your head, okay? So if you feel like it's too tight, you can go ahead and release it the way you want. You can just go ahead and do whatever that is going to work for you. So I just want mine to be 23 inches. So I will place my tape on the neck band like this. I will divide that 23 inches by 2. So 23 divided by 2 is going to give me level 0.5. I will just mark it like this, okay, level 0.5. Whatever measurement you get, divide it by 2 and mark it just like the same way you saw me marking this. Then I'll go ahead and use my pin and pin it down like this. Then I will take it to the sewing machine. I will sew it from the line I just marked down to the hem of the band. So after I was done marking it, I will just go ahead and iron it out. So once I'm done ironing it, just watch out what I'm doing. I will just go ahead and turn it like this. Can you see how I am turning it? I'll just go ahead and turn it like this. Then I'll go ahead and iron it. So you can see that the neckline design is already showing on the neckband. So I'll just go ahead and fold it into two again like this. Just fold it into two again like this and iron it. Then I'll place my tape at the edge here. I will mark 0.7 inches inward. Then I'll just mark a slant line like this, okay? So I don't want the center of the back to be too high. That is why I am reducing it by 0.7 inches. You can even mark 1 inch instead. So I'll go ahead and open up my dress like this. This is the back part of the dress. So I'm going to be pinning the middle of the neckband. This is the middle. I will pin it on the middle at the back part of the dress. So right sides are both going to be facing each other. So I'll just pin it from the neckline to the hem of the dress. So I'll first of all pin one side, then sew it before I'll pin the other side and sew it. So once I'm done pinning it, I will just go ahead and cut out the excesses I have here like this. Thank God it was enough. So I will just take it to the same machine and sew it with 1/2 inch round the neckline down to the other side. I hope you understand. Just go ahead and sew it. So this is just me sewing it. So in case you've not liked this video, please go ahead and like, comment on it, because this really helped my algorithm a lot. So guys, I've gone ahead to sew it. I will just cut out the excess at the down. Then I'll go ahead and fold it down like this. Then I'll fold it again. I will take it to the same machine and sew it around. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to give me a huge thumbs up, and don't also forget to comment in case you have not comment on this video. So see you on my next video. Bye.